Hi everyone, I'm Alex. I'm the CEO and founder of BaseStone, and BaseStone is a tablet and web-based collaboration tool for architects and engineers in the construction industry. Now, construction is massive. The industry itself, the world spends about £5 trillion a year on construction. The UK spends around £120 billion in construction. That's where we're from. The UK government ended up commissioning a report that said that 30% of that cost is waste due to process and contractual inefficiencies. Now at BaseStone, we focus very specifically on the review process of drawings. Now I know this personally as a problem because I was a chartered engineer in the industry for the best part of a decade before I started the company. Now, I'd print out a stack of drawings and I'd go to the construction site and I'd mark them up on problems that I'd seen. I'd do it on my knee or I'd up against the wall or something. And I'd take a photo of a specific issue that I saw, and then I would remember that it's connected to a specific type of problem that I already knew about. I'd go back to the office, I'd reprint the drawings, remark them up, I'd type up the comments, I'd upload my photos, and then I would spend the next few hours trying to do a report that described the entire thing. It's time consuming, there's a lot of paper waste, and more often than not, it's then that we realize that the guys on site were looking at the wrong drawing in the first place. So that's where we come in. We built this tool that allows engineers to inspect, snag, share, and review pretty much anything on a construction site back in the office. So it starts with the engineers uploading the drawing to our cloud. Anyone that looks at that cloud now will know whether they're looking at the correct version or not. They can mark it up, they can take photographs, they can annotate it all in the field, and it is completely aggregated in real time and pushed to our cloud back in the office. They get back to the office, it's all prioritized for them, they know what the critical issue is, they can add in any additional information they want, they can even drag and drop any file to associate a particular file with a particular issue. And this is my favorite part, is that report that took me 3 or 4 hours to do myself, we can generate immediately at the touch of a button, saving me a lot of time. We've tested it extensively, and we found that actually we save about 65% of the costs associated with the traditional review process, which is huge. We started looking at small companies, which we were using to develop the user experience with, and then something really interesting happened. Out of nowhere, the biggest construction project in all of Europe approached us unsolicited, High Speed 2, which is literally £42 billion worth of project after they heard on the grapevine what we were doing. We ran a trial with them when we thought, I wonder if we could do this again, maybe we can get more embedded with a particular project. So we did. We're live on Crossrail, worth £19 billion at the moment underneath the streets of London. We're used by Skanska and Costain, and unbelievably, last month, they've started talking to us about full rollout of our system across Crossrail. We've had an interesting journey. We've won several awards. We're from Wira, Telefonica Startup Accelerator, and we have a great team that backs us. We are made up of entrepreneurs and tech professionals. Everyone has an entrepreneurial background or an industry background like mine. Behind me is the 4 members of the core team looking a little bit worse for wear after we closed our seed round 6 months ago. We are exhibiting today. We're right next to pitch stage 1 in the main area. So please come along and have a look at us. We look exactly the same because we feel very much worse for wear after Night Summit last night. That's us. I'm Alex. We're BaseStone, and we're changing the way construction software is constructed. Thank you. Woo!
So, Alex, I know you've been bombarded with questions over the last 2 days by our judges, but I'm going to ask for one question from one of our judges. Who wants to take this? John, possibly?
What is competition like in this space, and how do you stack up?
So because we're looking at such large companies, the competitors tend to be existing industry incumbents that do software. They struggle to emulate what we're doing to the point where they've actually approached us to say, what are we doing differently and how we can integrate with their systems, which is quite interesting because it leads to very interesting conversations down the road. So at the moment, we understand that we have a workflow tool that's quite hard to defend, but we're looking at ways of using new technology like machine learning to really give us a technologically defensible position.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Alexander, BaseStone, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you.